Hi there, Olga is here. Welcome to this week's video. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Olga Bochareva. I'm a relationships coach and creator of Tap into Love program. So today we're talking about something that I was very curious about, as you know, my main job is to help women find love, and essentially I'm not into like dating too much, or I'm not somebody who want to ask them to get next date or more dates. I really want to help people find committed long-term relationships, which essentially means get married. That's my purpose, and that's my mission, and that's what I do with women. And so I started doing some research. If there's any scientific evidence of or consequences or ways how marriage affect them on different levels. So I came across some really interesting research, so I'll be sharing that with you today. And it really came from an interview that I was listening. If you guys don't know who Ariel Ford is, she's one of the leading experts in the field of relationships and marriage. And so she has a book, Soulmate Secrets, and in one of her interviews she mentioned, well, people are looking for fulfillment, and they're looking for happiness, and they're looking for how to be more of themselves. And they do things like they become vegetarians, and they do yoga, and they tap, and they journal and meditate. They do all these wonderful things. But research shows that number one top indicator of happiness and deep fulfillment and just being more healthy and being more wealthy is to be in happy relationships. And by happy relationships, she meant long term, and she meant married. And that's what kind of prompted me to kind of get more information on that. And I got really, really curious about, what is it behind that. So it's different from just being a committed relationship. So she really talks about married. And, oh, hey, Ryan, how you doing? And that's what, got me curious. Now, I've been married twice. So the first marriage was a practice one, right? So that's the one that I learned a lot, that I've grown a lot. And so the second marriage is where I'm really experienced this adult happiness, which I think we all are entitled to. And this is the reason why I'm doing what I do, helping people find love. And so here's the scientific evidence of what actually happens. Now, this research is from the University of Chicago. I'm actually to drop a link. And they talk about 10 different benefits of being married. So I want to talk to you about 5 ways being married affect your health, finances, and your wealth. So the first thing that they talking about is that you will live longer. That's right, married couples live longer lives, and I think part of that is because they kind of can relax, and they feel safer, and they feel that somebody will take care of them. So I'm not sure what exact drivers are there, but the research shows nevertheless that married couples live longer, so it kind of saves your life. The second thing that they came across in this research is that married couple earn more money. And men actually earn about 40% more money. Now, with women, it's a little bit different because, as they become moms, sometimes they actually stop earning. That's probably why the men earn more. But I think this is also interesting statistics. Now, I can personally tell you that when me and Ernie got together, Ernie started making more money, and I started making more money because we are very co-creative. We're both business owners. We help each other figure some things out. We run things by each other. So we're really each other's best cheerleader. So this one actually makes a lot of sense to me, that when you are in a gorgeous co-creative committed relationships, you make more money. The third thing, or the third benefit of being in committed long-term relationships has to do with the fact that there will be less cheating. I know it kind of sounds a little shallow and out of order, but when you are just dating, or when you have a boyfriend, or when even you're living together, like being a partner, it's a little bit different when you have signed sacred vows, right? Or when you said sacred vows, when you sign a piece of paper. You say, well, Olga, a piece of paper, like what difference does it make, really? But if you haven't stayed by this altar, which my altar was the backyard of our apartment, just like this beautiful patio, you might not know what exactly it means. But there is some kind of magic, whether you believe in God or not. It's like almost like a hand of God was on me when I committed my life to this man, when I said, yes, forever together, right? It's a really gorgeous feeling. It's very sacred. It's very holy. It's very beautiful. And I think when you say those things, something changes in your brain because you are committing to someone for life, and there is absolute magic and beauty in it that is hard to explain in words. But yeah, I can definitely understand why people would cheat less. They will be more committed when they are in committed relationships, right? Now, the fourth thing that they discovered when it comes to being married or being committed is that people who are in partnerships, they are generally more happy, at least 20% more happy. And I am the biggest fan of telling you that I don't think you have to be married to be happy. Quite the opposite. When I coach my clients, when I talk with my clients, I always tell them your first number one step is to become happy yourself. Don't wait for others to make you happy. It's like there's this huge misconception in our society when people say, you complete me, right? And they're looking for the partner to complete them. And so naturally they feel like they're incomplete. And when you're incomplete, you feel broke, and you will attract the same level of emotions, right? Or the same level of commitment. And so it's very, very important to understand that when I say number 4, married couples are more happy, I don't mean that you need to get married to become happy. Quite the opposite. But the truth is, I actually believe that people who are married and who are happily married, they work through their own shit, right? They tapped on the stuff, they released their luggages, and that's why they are happily married. Because when you are in committed close relationship, you know what happens? It's like this. You feel like you're under microscope. Somebody can see things that you're not seeing, and they'll tell you about that. Right? It's the best opportunity to heal. And as you heal yourself, it just becomes easier. It becomes lighter. So it makes a lot of sense that married people are happier. Now, number 5 thing, this is really interesting. You'll have better sex life. Again, very straightforward, right? You have somebody who sleeps with you in a bed every night. And like, this is not the topic that I'm super comfortable talking about in public, but it's absolute truth. Like, when you're in committed relationships and you're growing and you're learning things together, you get really curious about what other person wants, right? And you get really, really closer, and you're trying to find out those little things that nobody else knows. And it creates beautiful, gorgeous, intimate commitments, right? Those little touches, those little things, those little secrets of yours that you have, it makes the whole thing very juicy and very beautiful and very romantic. And there's a whole separate topic, right, of marriage and sex, but I can tell you from experience that in bad marriage you have bad sex, and good marriage you have good sex, right? So there's no like one right or wrong way of doing it. But what I'm teaching and what I'm passionate about is not for people to get stuck in a marriage, but for people to find a great, gorgeous committed relationships where they can create better life for themselves, and most importantly, make this planet a better place. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I hope it makes sense to you. And if not, totally no worries. I will not take it personally. Of course, most of the people who come to me, they are looking for a committed partner, and they do want to get married and be happy and stay married happy and keep love and spread love, right, in a good ways. And if you like this video and if you're interested in working with me, I hope you read it on the blog, and if not, that's totally fine. I would love for you to come and visit my website and learn about more the work that I do, or even possibly schedule a free consultation with me to see if we're a good fit to continue working together. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been such a pleasure talking to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.